Hey, this is V2 at 4.5, and today I'm going to be showing you just how you could turn your property management services page into a lead generation monster using effective sales copy. Now, one note before I get started on this blog, and that is if you do not have a form on your property management services page, I highly recommend that you do so, simply because we want to give people an intuitive way for them to fill out their information to have it reach you so that you could get in touch with them. Just reducing the amount of friction on your website would really do wonders in you for really converting leads on converting visitors on your website into leads. Now, what we notice with a lot of property management services pages is that vague terms are being used on the page, like phrases such as tenant allocation. It may make sense to other property managers, but for landlords and investors, they're not as privy to these terms as you are, so we want to make sure that we spell everything out clearly for them and the benefits that they will get. And also, another thing that we notice with the services page is that it's kind of said in a matter-of-fact tone. We want to make sure that we convey emotion when we write out this copy, so that it will compel people. In order to fill out their information. And also, the main reason why I'm doing this blog is that if every sales copy, if every property management services copy is the same in your local area, then property management becomes a commodity. And when it's a commodity, people, owners and landlords, investors, they're just going to go with the cheapest option. And you don't really want that. Losing really great leads over to the person down the street who just has property management for a really, really low cost. Words are that powerful for you to really convert those visitors into leads. And I have one solution that I like to share with you, but before I share that solution, I want to go over a few things to keep in mind of when you're writing out your services page. And the first thing is, when you're writing it out, you want to make sure that you're speaking directly to a customer, directly to that specific client in mind. It'll be nice to have that machete in your hand and just clear everything out the way, but you want to make sure that you're speaking to one person at your mind. That way, when they're reading it, it really feels like you're speaking personally to a landlord when they're reading the services that you offer. And also, before you start writing it out, make sure you read the reviews that owners leave online. Read reviews, whether it's on Google, Yelp, or any other popular review site that you have. Read your reviews, read your competitors' reviews, and borrow those phrases. That's what you will know what owners and landlords really value when they're leaving those reviews, and use those phrases so that it really connects with them. And also, if you have a unique selling proposition, make sure the whole world knows about it. And it will be even better. It will be even better if it's something that's a really sore pain point for owners and landlords. Say it's tough to place a tenant. Say you place a tenant fastest out of anyone in your local area. You may be creating a niche for yourself, and all the other services that you bring in would really be the appetizer to that big feast that the owners are picking for your services. You won't be pigeonholing yourself. It just really makes you stand out when you pick that niche and you're not too generalized. So, what I have in mind for you is to really write out your services is what you'll need: three things. You'll need a notepad, a pencil, and a timer. And what you're going to do is you're going to set a timer for 2 minutes. And for those 2 minutes, you're going to write down all the pains that landlords and investors have when it comes to managing property. Once those 2 minutes are done, make sure you turn off your phone, all the distractions. You're going to write for another 2 more minutes, and you're going to write out all the gains that landlords and investors will have when they choose your service. Afterwards, you don't have to worry about grammar, because after you're done with that, you'll proofread it, you'll read it out loud, you even read out the punctuations that you use, and then you'll put it on your property management services page. And when people are going to be reading it, it'll feel like you're really speaking directly to their heart when you're writing out, when you have the copy out on the property management services page. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us, whether it's finding the right copy or how to make sure who's your perfect customer. We'll be happy to help at 4.5. Thank you. Hope you have a good one. Bye.